Successful people know one thing above all else: time is their most valuable asset. Every single person has 24 hours in a day, and it's how you use those 24 hours that will determine the trajectory of your life. The rich and successful don't have more time than anyone else. What they have is a deeper understanding of how to maximize every minute. They don't let time slip away unnoticed. They make each moment count. And here's the thing, you can do the same. It all starts with prioritizing what matters most. This isn't just about time management. This is about making intentional decisions every day on where you put your energy and focus. We all have the same 24 hours, but it's how we fill those hours that makes all the difference. Take a step back and think about your day-to-day. How much time do you spend on things that truly move you closer to your goals? How much of your time is spent on distractions that don't contribute to your growth? Successful people don't waste time on things that don't matter. They know exactly where they need to focus, and they make sure that their actions align with their long-term vision. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that they can be everything to everyone. They say yes to every opportunity, every request, every obligation. But successful people understand that their time is limited and they need to be selective. They focus on the things that will get them where they want to go, and they know how to say no to things that don't align with their goals. Think about it. How many times have you said yes to something that in the end took up more of your time and energy than it was worth? Successful people don't let themselves fall into this trap. They make conscious choices about how they spend their time, and that starts with knowing what matters most. A big part of this is understanding that your time is finite. Every single day you have Artasus hours, and every hour is precious. There are no do-overs in life. If you waste a day, you can't get it back. That's why successful people guard their time with such intensity. They don't let it slip away carelessly. They spend their time on the things that will bring them the highest return, whether it's learning a new skill, building a business, or investing in relationships that matter. To make the most of your 24 hours, you need to prioritize the things that align with your values and your long-term vision. It means making tough decisions. It means saying no to the things that are only going to drain your time and energy. But it means choosing to focus on the activities that will move the needle in your life, even if they're difficult or uncomfortable in the short term. When you learn to prioritize what matters most, everything changes. Suddenly, you're not just busy, you're productive. You're not just filling time, you're filling it with purpose. You're not just reacting to life, you're creating it. And that's where true success begins, with an unwavering commitment to the things that matter most. So how do you actually start? It starts by getting clear on your priorities. What are the things in your life that truly matter? What are the goals that, when achieved, will make everything else worthwhile? Once you have that clarity, everything becomes easier. You start saying no to the distractions and yes to the things that move you forward. This doesn't mean you'll never have setbacks or obstacles. It doesn't mean your days will always be perfect or that you'll have unlimited energy. What it does mean is that you're making a conscious choice every single day to focus on the things that are going to bring you closer to your goals. And over time, those choices compound. Every day that you focus on what matters most, you're building momentum toward your ultimate vision for your life. When you focus on what truly matters, you don't just get better results, you also gain a sense of fulfillment. You stop feeling like you're just going through the motions, and instead, you start feeling like you're on a path that is meaningful and rewarding. Your time becomes your most precious asset, and you begin to see just how much you're capable of accomplishing when you use it wisely. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require you to change everything overnight. It starts with small, intentional shifts. It's about being mindful of how you're spending your dollars, time, and making the decision to do better each day. And over time, those small decisions compound into big changes. It's not always easy to make these shifts, but that's part of what sets successful people apart. They make the hard choices because they know that the rewards are worth it. And the great thing is, you can do the same. Take a moment to reflect. What are the things in your life that are demanding your time but aren't helping you achieve your goals? What are the distractions that are keeping you from focusing on the things that matter most? And most importantly, what can you do today to take back control of your time and focus it on what truly matters? The journey of success isn't always about doing more. It's about doing less of what doesn't matter and more of what does. It's about giving yourself the space and the focus to make every minute of your day count. And when you learn to prioritize what matters most, your life will start to transform in ways you never thought possible. Success becomes inevitable when you take control of your time and invest it wisely in the things that truly matter. Once you've made the decision to prioritize what matters most, the next step is to structure your time in a way that maximizes your effectiveness. The key to doing this is something many successful people have mastered: time blocking. Time blocking is a simple but powerful strategy that involves dedicating specific blocks of time to different tasks or activities. Instead of letting your day unfold randomly, you're taking control of how your time is spent, and you're giving each task the focus and attention it deserves. Time blocking helps you stay on track and ensures that you're making steady progress toward your goals. Think about it this way: if you don't allocate time for your most important tasks, chances are they'll get pushed aside by the more urgent but less important distractions. And before you know it, the day is over and you've barely made any real progress. Time blocking eliminates this problem. When you schedule time for the things that matter most, you're actively committing to your success. Successful people know how to structure their days in a way that allows them to work on high-priority tasks without interruption. They don't let random distractions or phone notifications pull them away from what they need to be focused on. Time blocking creates a clear, structured schedule and ensures they're using their time in the most efficient way possible. Now, I know what you're thinking. Time blocking sounds like it could be rigid or overly structured. It's true that it requires a little discipline to stick to, but the beauty of time blocking is that it actually gives you more freedom. Once you've dedicated specific times to your most important tasks, you don't have to worry about them anymore. Your mind is free to focus on the present moment because you know that later you've set aside time for everything else. And here's the thing: time blocking doesn't have to mean that every single minute of your day is accounted for. It just means that you're intentional about how you spend your time. You allocate blocks for deep work, blocks for meetings, blocks for exercise, and blocks for rest. The key is making sure that your most important work is getting done without the constant feeling of being overwhelmed or scattered. A major advantage of time blocking is that it helps you eliminate decision fatigue. When your day is planned out in advance, you don't have to waste energy deciding what to do next. You already know what comes after your current task, so you can dive right into it without hesitation. This streamlined approach not only boosts, but it also helps you stay mentally sharp throughout the day because you're not constantly jumping between tasks or trying to figure out what you should do next. Another important aspect of time blocking is the ability to create space for rest and recovery. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and grind, but successful people understand the importance of recharging. They schedule time for rest and relaxation just as they schedule time for work. The truth is, you can't perform at your best if you're constantly running on empty. Time blocking allows you to strike that balance, making sure you're working hard when you need to, and taking time to recharge when you need to. When you start to use time blocking in your own life, it's important to be flexible. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and sometimes things come up that require you to adjust your schedule. That's okay. The goal isn't to create a rigid, inflexible schedule. The goal is to create a structure that helps you make the best use of your time while still allowing you to be adaptable when necessary. You can start by blocking off a couple of hours each day for your most important work. During this time, put away your phone, shut off notifications, and focus entirely on the task at hand. Whether it's building a business, learning a new skill, or working on a personal project, this uninterrupted time will allow you to get more done in less time. As you get more comfortable with time blocking, you can gradually expand the amount of time you dedicate to high priority tasks and start blocking out time for other areas of your life as well. Successful people don't just let their time slip away, they take control of it. They schedule their day around their highest priorities, and they do it with intention. Time blocking is one of the most effective ways to ensure that your time is being used wisely and that you're making the most out of every hour. When you commit to time blocking, you're committing to a life of focus, productivity, and growth. And that's the kind of life that leads to lasting success. Another important habit of successful people is how they approach their mornings. If you observe those who are consistently successful, one thing becomes very clear. They use their mornings to invest in personal development. How you start your day often sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up in a rush, check your phone first thing, and immediately dive into the chaos of emails and messages, it's easy to lose control of your day before it even begins. Successful people, however, take a different approach. They use their mornings to center themselves, focus on their goals, and work on their personal growth. The first few hours of your day are the most important. These hours set the stage for how productive and focused you will be throughout the rest of the day. Successful people use this time to read, exercise, meditate, or work on a personal project. They know that by starting the day with intention, they're setting themselves up for success. Whether it's Sensors minutes of reading, a short workout, or some quiet reflection time, these small investments in your personal development add up over time. By using your mornings for personal growth, you're not just getting ahead for the day, you're building a foundation for long-term success. You're investing in yourself, your health, and your mindset. When you take time each morning to improve yourself, you're giving yourself the best chance of success in everything you do. Remember, successful people understand that their mornings are a critical part of their day. It's not just about rushing through a to-do list or checking off tasks. It's about making those early hours count, using them to prepare mentally and physically for the challenges and opportunities ahead. If you can make this a consistent part of your routine, you'll begin to see the difference it can make in your life. As we continue the journey towards one critical skill that separates highly successful people from everyone else is their ability to say no to time drains. Time is the most valuable resource we all have, but it's also the easiest to waste if we're not careful. We live in a world full of distractions, from social media notifications to unnecessary meetings, and if we're not vigilant, we can easily find ourselves caught up in activities that have no bearing on our personal or professional growth. Successful people understand this concept better than most. They know that saying yes to every request or opportunity isn't always a good thing. In fact, it's often the fastest way to burn out and lose focus. They realize that every time they say yes to something that doesn't align with their goals, they're saying no to something that could help them move forward. And that's a choice they simply don't make. Saying no isn't about being selfish or ignoring the needs of others. It's about being intentional with your time. It's about setting boundaries and ensuring that your time is being spent on the things that truly matter. Successful people aren't afraid to turn down opportunities or requests that don't align with their values or long-term vision. They understand that in order to achieve great things, they must focus on the few things that will have the biggest impact and let go of the rest. This is something we all need to get better at. We've all been there. Someone asks for a favor, a meeting invitation pops up, or a new project comes our way. It's easy to feel guilty or obligated to say yes because we don't want to let anyone down. But here's the hard truth. Saying yes to everything is a recipe for mediocrity. You can't be everywhere at once, and you can't do everything. To make the most of your time, you need to get comfortable with saying no when it's necessary. The ability to say no with confidence is a game changer. It's a skill that successful people have mastered. They've learned to prioritize their goals and their well-being above the expectations of others. They don't feel bad about turning down things that aren't in line with their objectives because they know that doing so allows them to give their full attention to the things that truly matter. This doesn't mean you should cut people off or avoid being helpful. It simply means being more mindful about how you spend your time. Before you commit to something, ask yourself, will this bring me closer to my goals? Will this help me grow in the areas that matter most to me? If the answer is no, then it's okay to say no and move on. Successful people don't waste time with things that don't move the needle in their lives. To truly succeed, you need to become intentional about where you invest your time and energy. And that starts with saying no to time drains. Whether it's an irrelevant meeting, a toxic relationship, or a distraction that takes you away from your goals, saying no is a powerful tool. It's the key to regaining control over your day and putting your focus where it belongs. Once you get comfortable with saying no, you'll start to notice a shift in your productivity and your sense of fulfillment. You'll feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, and more in control of your time. By eliminating, you're creating space for the things that truly matter, whether that's working on a passion project, investing in your health, or spending time with the people who matter most to you. And don't forget, saying no also applies to the internal pressures we place on ourselves. How often do we say yes to self-doubt or negative thoughts? How often do we let fear or insecurity drain our energy and hold us back? Successful people know that in order to make progress, they must also say no to the internal distractions that undermine their confidence and their focus. This mindset is just as important as saying no to external time drains. Remember, your time is precious. Every minute you waste on something that doesn't contribute to your growth is a minute you'll never get back. Successful people understand this, and they've learned how to protect their time by saying no when necessary. It's one of the most important habits you can develop. If you want to achieve anything meaningful in your life. Now, saying no to time drains also means knowing when to delegate and outsource tasks. It's not just about turning things down, it's about recognizing that you don't have to do everything yourself. Successful people understand the value of leveraging the skills and talents of others to get things done more efficiently. They know that by delegating tasks, they can focus on what they do best and use their time more effectively. Delegation doesn't just apply to work. It applies to all areas of life. Whether it's hiring a personal assistant, outsourcing tasks, or simply asking for help from a friend or colleague, successful people don't try to do everything on their own. They recognize that their time is too valuable to spend on tasks that can be done by someone else. When you learn to delegate and outsource effectively, you free yourself up to focus on the activities that truly drive your success. You can spend more time on high-impact projects and invest more energy in building relationships, networking, and personal growth. By letting go of some of the tasks that are weighing you down, you make room for the things that will propel you forward. And here's the kicker. The more you delegate, the more you'll begin to trust others and build a support system that can help you achieve your goals. Successful people surround themselves with talented individuals who can help them accomplish more in less time. They build teams, partnerships, and networks that amplify their efforts and contribute to their success. By saying no to time drains, learning to delegate, and outsourcing tasks, you start to break free from the overwhelming sense of being busy all the time. You stop being a slave to your schedule, and you start being the master of your time. You begin to direct your energy toward the activities that will truly move you forward, and you'll see how much more you can accomplish when you stop doing everything on your own. At the end of the day, your success is determined by how you spend your time. The more intentional and focused you are with your hours, the greater your potential for success. Saying no to time drains, learning to delegate, and investing your time wisely are all part of the process. And when you make these habits a part of your daily routine, you'll start to see the incredible impact they can have on your life. The next crucial step in mastering your 24 hours is learning to master the art of focus. In a world filled with endless distractions, social media, constant emails, notifications, and countless other things vying for your attention, staying focused on the task at hand is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Successful people are experts in focusing their energy on what matters most, and they understand that the key to achieving great things is all about concentration and commitment. This is a superpower. The ability to shut out distractions, zone in on what you need to do, and give that task your undivided attention is what allows high achievers to get so much done in such a short amount of time. Without focus, even the best plans or the most brilliant ideas can fall flat. But when you can harness your attention and concentrate fully on your goals, you unlock your potential to achieve extraordinary results. Think about the times when you'd been fully immersed in a task when you were in the zone. Maybe you were working on a project, writing an article, or pursuing a passion, and time just seemed to fly by. Those moments of deep focus are when you do your best work. And the more you can recreate those moments, the more successful you'll be. The problem is, in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose focus. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, updates, and a million things that need our attention. The truth is, if you're always switching between tasks, you're not actually being productive, you're just being busy. Multitasking may seem like a time saver, but studies show that it actually decreases your productivity and increases your chances of making mistakes. Success isn't about juggling a million things at once. It's about giving your full attention to one thing at a time and doing it well. Successful people know this, which is why they guard their focus like it's their most precious asset. They create an environment that supports concentration and eliminates distractions. They turn off notifications, put their phones on silent, and create space where they can work without interruptions. They understand that the quality of their work depends on how deeply they can focus. To master the art of focus, you first need to eliminate distractions. Start by identifying the things that consistently pull you away from your most important tasks. Is it your phone? Social media? Emails? People interrupting you? Once you know what your distractions are, you can take deliberate steps to minimize or eliminate them. Successful people set boundaries. They let others know when they're unavailable for meetings or conversations. They turn off distractions so they can give their full attention to their work. And they protect their focus as if it's their most valuable resource, because in many ways, The next step is learning to concentrate for longer periods. This doesn't mean working nonstop for hours on end. In fact, research suggests that taking breaks is crucial for maintaining focus and productivity. But it does mean training your mind to stay locked in on the task at hand for longer intervals. Start with small blocks of time, say sensor to 60 minutes, where you work with total focus. After that, take a short break, just a few minutes to rest and reset. Over time, you'll find that you can focus for longer periods without feeling mentally fatigued. The key is to build your focus muscle gradually and consistently. Another important aspect of focus is the ability to say no to distractions while you're working. Whether it's a colleague, a phone call, or a new task that seems urgent but isn't really important, successful people know how to maintain their focus by staying single-minded in their pursuits. They avoid letting their attention wander to things that can wait. When you're fully present in your work, you'll find that you get more done in less time, and your results will be far more impactful. It's also important to understand that focus isn't just about concentrating on work. It's about focusing on the right things. Successful people know that not everything on their to-do list deserves their time and attention. They focus on the tasks that will move the needle forward, the ones that align with their goals and long-term vision. This kind of focused energy is what allows them to make real progress, even in the midst of busy schedules. One powerful way to sharpen your focus is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches you to be present in the moment, to let go of distractions, and to give your full attention to whatever you're doing right now. This could mean taking a few moments each day to meditate or just practice deep breathing. The goal isn't to clear your mind completely, but to train yourself to focus on the task at hand and shut out everything else. You practice mindfulness, you become more aware of how easily distractions can pull you away from your goals, and you get better at recognizing and managing them. As you continue to master the art of focus, you'll start to see your productivity increase dramatically. You'll be able to tackle bigger projects with ease, finish tasks more quickly, and make more progress in less time. And the best part is that focus leads to deeper satisfaction. When you're fully focused, you're not just getting things done, you're doing your best work. You'll start to feel more fulfilled and more accomplished because you're giving each task the full attention it deserves. But let's be honest, focus can be challenging. There will be days when distractions seem impossible to avoid. But this is where discipline and consistency come in. Successful people don't just rely on motivation to stay focused. They build habits and routines that support it. They create environments that minimize distractions, they set specific times for deep work, and they hold themselves accountable. Even on the tough days, they continue to push forward because they know that mastery of focus is a skill that pays off in the long run. And don't forget, mastering focus also means knowing when to take a step back and rest. Success isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Focus isn't about pushing yourself to the limit day in and day out. It's about strategically managing your time and energy so that you can perform at your highest level when it counts. So, if you want to take control of your 24 hours and become the best version of yourself, focus is your secret weapon. It's the bridge between your goals and the results you're striving for. Mastering focus allows you to eliminate distractions, concentrate on what truly matters, and achieve the success you've always dreamed of. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Focus on what matters, and the results will follow. As we continue our journey toward success, there's another key element that successful people never overlook: making time for health and fitness. It might seem like an obvious point, but it's one that many people neglect in the hustle of everyday life. The truth is, without your health, nothing else matters. If you aren't physically and mentally well, you won't be able to perform at your best, no matter how hard you work. Successful people, they know that their physical and mental well-being are the foundation on which everything else is built. The idea that you need to be constantly busy, always working, is one of the biggest myths that holds people back. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that taking time for exercise or health routines is a waste of time, but nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, the most successful people in the world prioritize their health because they know that it's the fuel for their performance. When you invest in your body, you're investing in your ability to achieve your goals. A healthy body is a more focused, productive, and resilient body. The energy you gain from physical activity helps you stay sharp, motivated, and ready to tackle the challenges that come your way. In the same way that successful people block out time for their most important work, they also block out time for fitness because they understand that taking care of their body is just as important as taking care of their business. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that they need hours at the gym or complex workout routines to stay in shape. Successful people know that it doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about spending hours lifting weights or running marathons. It's about consistency. Whether it's a Erster's Minute workout in the morning, a quick jog around the block, or a stretch session during lunch, these small, consistent habits build up over time and have a massive impact on your overall health. Exercise doesn't just keep you in shape physically, it also has a profound impact on your mental health. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, improves your sleep, and helps you think more clearly. When you're physically active, you're better able to handle the pressures of your daily life because your body and mind are in a stronger, more resilient state. Successful people prioritize fitness because they know that staying healthy is the key to sustaining the energy and focus required to achieve their long-term goals. Incorporating fitness into your daily routine doesn't require you to make huge changes all at once. It's about starting small and building up. Maybe you start with a short morning walk or a few minutes of stretching. As your routine becomes a habit, you can increase the intensity or duration of your workouts. The key is consistency. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or someone who's been working out for years. The most important thing is showing up and committing to your health every single day. In addition to physical exercise, successful people also make time for rest and recovery. They know that pushing their bodies too hard without adequate rest is counterproductive. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Without proper sleep and recovery, you're not going to be able to perform at your highest level, no matter how hard you try. Successful people understand that sleep, relaxation, and time for mental recovery are just as important as the physical activity itself. Another important aspect of making time for health and fitness is nutrition. You can't expect your body to perform at its best if you're not fueling it properly. Healthy eating is an essential part of maintaining the energy levels and physical vitality required to keep up with a busy, productive life. While everyone's nutritional needs are different, the basic principle is simple. The better you take care of your body, the better your body will take care of you. When you take the time to nourish your body with the right foods, you'll feel more energetic, focused, and ready to take on any challenge. It's not about following the latest diet fad. It's about making informed, balanced choices that support your long-term health. Think of your body like a high-performance car. You wouldn't put low-quality fuel into a car if you expected it to perform at its best. The same principle applies to your body. Fuel it with quality, whole foods, and it will serve you well. For successful people, health and fitness aren't just an afterthought. They're a non-negotiable part of their routine. They don't make excuses or let work or personal obligations get in the way of their physical well-being. They understand that maintaining a healthy body and mind is a lifelong investment. It's a foundational element of everything else they do. Without health, success in other areas of life becomes much more difficult, if not impossible. So, if you want to be more successful in your life, it's time to prioritize your health and fitness. Start small, but be consistent. Create a routine that works for you and commit to it every single day. Whether it's going for a walk, lifting weights, practicing yoga, or simply making better food choices, every step you take toward improving your health will pay dividends in your ability to focus, work, and ultimately achieve your goals. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. Your success starts with your health, and the more you prioritize it, the more energy, clarity, and resilience you'll have to tackle whatever comes your way. Taking care of your body isn't a distraction from your success, it's the very thing that enables it. Make your health a priority, and everything else will follow. As we continue building habits for success, another fundamental principle is the commitment to continuously learning and growing. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They understand that in today's fast-paced world, resting on your laurels is not an option. If you want to stay ahead, you must keep evolving. The pursuit of knowledge isn't just something to do in your spare time. It's a way of life. The world is constantly changing, and so is the landscape of opportunity. The ability to adapt, learn new skills, and broaden your knowledge will determine your ability to thrive. Learning isn't just about reading books or attending courses. It's about adopting a mindset that is always seeking to improve. Whether it's learning something directly related to your career, picking up a new skill for personal development, or simply being open to new ideas and perspectives, the habit of learning accelerates your progress and opens up new possibilities for growth. Successful people understand that no one has all the answers. They're humble enough to recognize that they don't know everything, and they actively seek to expand their knowledge. This doesn't mean you need to become an expert in everything. It's about knowing what areas of knowledge are crucial for your goals, and then dedicating time and effort to mastering those areas. Whether it's a technical skill, a leadership principle, or a new market trend, successful people make it a priority to stay informed and keep growing. In practical terms, this means consistently setting aside time for learning. It could be reading for Sensors minutes every day, watching educational videos, listening to podcasts, attending webinars, or even learning from the people around you. The key is to be intentional. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new that can improve your life, your business, or your career. Successful people don't let a single day go by without learning something valuable. But learning isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying what you learn. The difference between someone who is merely busy and someone who is truly successful lies in how they take what they've learned and turn it into action. Successful people don't just read books or attend seminars for the sake of it. They take the insights they gain and apply them to their daily lives and work. The application of knowledge is what leads to real progress. And don't be afraid of failure along the way. Failure is not the opposite of learning. It's an integral part of the process. Successful people embrace failure. Every time something doesn't work out the way they planned, they learn from it. They take the lessons from their setbacks and use them to make better decisions moving forward. This mindset of continuous learning, coupled with resilience, is what allows them to overcome obstacles and keep progressing toward their goals. Another aspect of continuous growth is personal reflection. The most successful people regularly take time to reflect on their progress, their actions, and their mindset. They assess what's working, what isn't, and where they need to improve. This habit of self-reflection is what helps them stay on course, avoid repeating mistakes, and keep pushing forward. They understand that growth doesn't just happen by chance. It happens through conscious effort and awareness. One of the best ways to foster this habit is to set learning goals. Just like you set goals for your career, health, or finances, set specific learning goals. What skill do you want to master? What knowledge do you want to acquire? This gives you a clear sense of direction and purpose in your personal development. By regularly checking in on your progress toward these learning goals, you ensure that you are growing in the right areas and that your efforts are aligned with your larger ambitions. But here's the thing, learning doesn't just happen through formal education. Successful people know that learning also comes from life experiences and the people around them. They are open to learning from colleagues, mentors, clients, friends, and even strangers. Every person you encounter has something to teach you, whether it's a new perspective, a different way of thinking, or valuable advice based on their own experiences. Successful people actively seek out these learning opportunities from their relationships, which is why networking and building strong connections are so important. In a world where information is abundant and constantly evolving, the key is knowing where to focus your learning efforts. Successful people don't get overwhelmed by the sheer volume of knowledge available to them. They choose areas that are relevant to their life and career and commit to becoming experts in those areas. They prioritize learning that directly impacts their success and their goals. Whether it's learning to negotiate, becoming a better communicator, improving leadership skills, or mastering a new tool or technology, the habit of learning continuously keeps successful people ahead of the curve. They know that by staying relevant, they increase their ability to solve problems, create new opportunities, and lead in their field. Learning isn't something they do when they have time. It's integrated into their daily lives. So, take a step back and ask yourself, what have you learned today? What new skills are you actively working on? How are you investing in your growth? Whether you're reading a book, taking a course, or simply having a conversation with someone who challenges your thinking, commit to becoming a lifelong learner. It's not about accumulating knowledge for the sake of it. It's about equipping yourself with the tools and insights needed to build a successful life. Success is a journey of continuous improvement. By dedicating yourself to learning and growth, you ensure that you're always moving forward, even when things feel stagnant or difficult. And when you make learning a daily habit, you'll find that you have an endless supply of ideas, tools, and strategies to draw upon as you work toward your goals. Continuous learning is the gateway to unlocking your true potential. It's how you stay competitive, stay motivated, and ultimately stay successful. So, the more you invest in learning, the more you'll have to give, not only to your career, but to yourself and to those around you. Success is built on the foundation of knowledge, and the more you commit to learning, the stronger that foundation becomes. As we continue exploring the habits of successful people, another critical practice that often goes underappreciated is the importance of building relationships and networking. It's easy to focus on the tasks at hand, the day-to-day grind of checking off to-do lists, pushing projects forward, and meeting deadlines. But the truth is, no one achieves lasting success alone. It's the people you surround yourself with, the relationships you cultivate, and the network you build that often determine how far you'll go. Successful people understand this better. They know that relationships are not just important, they are essential to growth and opportunity. It's not just about who you know, but about who knows you, trusts you, and can help you when it matters most. They invest in relationships because they know that in business and in life, opportunities don't just appear by chance. They come through people, whether it's a mentor, a colleague, a friend, or even someone you've just met. Your network is one of the most powerful assets you can build. Let's be clear, networking isn't just about exchanging business cards or showing up to industry events. It's about cultivating real, meaningful relationships. Successful people take the time to connect with others, to truly listen, and to offer help without expecting something in return. They understand that a relationship is built on trust, respect, and value. When you focus on giving first, whether it's your time, your expertise, or your support, you'll find that the return on investment comes back tenfold. Building a strong network starts with being genuine. People can sense when you're only interested in what you can get out of a relationship, and they'll pull away. The key is to focus on mutual benefit. How can you help others? What value can you bring to the table? When you approach relationships with a mindset of service and generosity, you attract like-minded individuals who are just as willing to invest in you as you are in them. Successful people know that relationships aren't transactional. They're long-term commitments. They take the time to get to know people, to nurture connections, and to build trust over time. This kind of network isn't built overnight. It's built by consistently showing up, being dependable, and offering support when it's needed most. Whether you're helping someone solve a problem, giving them advice, or simply being a sounding board, successful people know that being there for others creates a foundation of trust that pays off down the road. But relationships aren't just about what you can offer. They're also about who you connect with. The people you surround yourself with directly influence your mindset, your decisions, and your growth. If you're always surrounded by people who think small, are negative, or are stuck in the status quo, it's going to be much harder for you to grow. Successful people make a conscious effort to surround themselves with individuals who inspire them, challenge them, and push them to be better. They seek out mentors, coaches, and peers who are ahead of them in certain areas and who can offer guidance and advice. The power of networking lies in the diversity of the relationships you build. A wide network gives you access to different perspectives, skills, and opportunities. It's not just about having a lot of connections. It's about having the right connections that can help you level up in areas where you need support or growth. Whether it's expanding your professional knowledge, gaining new clients, or finding new opportunities, a strong network provides access to doors that might otherwise be closed. Another aspect of building relationships is the idea of consistency. Successful people don't wait until they need something to reach out to others. They don't network only when they need a favor, a job, or a business deal. They maintain consistent communication with their network, checking in regularly, offering help, and staying connected over time. Relationships thrive on consistency, and it's those who consistently show up and maintain contact that build the deepest, most rewarding connection. In the world of networking, it's also essential to diversify your relationships. Don't limit yourself to people in your field or industry. Successful people understand that cross-industry relationships can offer unique insights and opportunities. Connecting with individuals from various backgrounds, experiences, and areas of expertise broadens your perspective and can open up creative, expedited solutions to the challenges you face. But let's be honest, building relationships and networking takes time and effort. It's not always easy to put yourself out there, especially if you're introverted or uncomfortable in social settings. However, the most successful people understand that this effort is a non-negotiable part of achieving their goals. They commit to developing their communication skills, stepping outside their comfort zone, and continually expanding their network because they know that their connections play a huge role in their success. And it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. You don't need to know hundreds of people to be successful. It's about having a few key relationships that truly matter. These are the people who will support you, challenge you, and help you become the best version of yourself. Whether it's a mentor who can guide you through tough decisions, a colleague who can collaborate with you on projects, or a friend who can offer a fresh perspective, these relationships will provide the foundation of your success. So how do you build this kind of network? Start by being intentional. Reach out to people who inspire you. Make the effort to meet new people in your industry and outside of it. Engage on social media and put yourself in situations where you can meet individuals who share your values and vision. But don't just meet them, connect with them. Follow up with those you meet, offer something of value, and stay in touch over time. Relationships take nurturing, but they are the single most important asset you can cultivate. Successful people don't just build networks, they build relationships based on mutual trust, support, and shared goals. They invest in people because they know that ultimately the people around them can help them reach new heights. Whether it's gaining insights from mentors, receiving feedback from peers, or collaborating with others on shared goals, relationships are the bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. In every stage of success, the relationships you build will shape your journey. So start investing in your network today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start connecting with the people who will support you, challenge you, and help you grow. Build relationships that will propel you forward, and soon enough, you'll see the tremendous impact they have on your path to success. As we wrap up, it's important to remember that success is not a destination. It's a journey, and it's the daily choices we make that shape our path. The most successful people aren't just lucky, they're intentional with their time, their energy, and their decisions. They understand the value of prioritizing what truly matters, eliminating distractions, focusing on personal growth, and building relationships that support their goals. They know that success doesn't happen overnight, but through consistent, deliberate actions every single day. The 24 hours we each have are a gift, and how we choose to spend them determines the life we create. By making time for personal development, maintaining focus, investing in health, and continuously learning, we set ourselves up to not only achieve our goals, but to live a fulfilling life. The relationships we build, the time we dedicate to improving ourselves, and the habits we form are all essential pieces of the puzzle. The truth is, you have the power to design your life. It's not about working harder or being constantly busy. It's about being smarter with your time and energy. It's about making conscious decisions every day to move closer to the person you want to become and the life you want to create. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. The right relationships and network will help carry you further than you could ever go by yourself. So, take this moment to reflect on how you're using your 24 hours. What changes can you make today to invest in your future success? What steps can you take right now to get closer to your goals? Success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who's willing to put in the effort, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward. Your time is your most precious resource. How you use it will determine the future you build. Make today the day you take charge of your Arthur hours, and remember that every small decision, every consistent action, and every relationship you nurture adds up to the success you're striving for. Stay committed to your journey, and the results will follow. You have what it takes. Now, it's up to you to make the most of every hour. The world is waiting for you to show up as your best self. Let's make it happen.